After ruling for 44 years, Boa Mpungsam III was elected to be the president of the National House of Chiefs in 1999.
Now, the president of the National House of Chiefs is selected amongst the paramount chiefs of the various states or kingdoms in Ghana. There is a process, an electoral process, and the president of the National House of Chiefs becomes a representative of the chiefs of Ghana, or the chiefs in Ghana, at the governance level. So he becomes an automatic member of the Council of State, the council that advises the president of Ghana. And so he becomes the fountain of chieftaincy. He becomes the symbol of chieftaincy in Ghana and represents the chiefs of Ghana at the highest level.
Yeah. So do they have a certain kind of personal characteristic, or just they have to be the chief for a very long time so that they can be selected to be the paramount chief for the president of National House of Chiefs?
I think one of the basic characteristics of a chief, or one of the criteria that is taken in selecting a chief, is humility and leadership qualities. You should be humble, so that, you know, even as it's reported in the Bible, even Jesus Christ was that humble. That is why he washed the feet of his disciples. You need to serve so that somebody else can serve you. And so you need to be humble, and then show leadership qualities such as tolerance, patience, and all that. Then you should also be focused and all that. So I think these are some of the characteristics, and these were taken into consideration before the king was selected as the king of Denkyira.
One of the key factors that makes the king's difference is the experience of study abroad. He studied public administration in Pennsylvania, and in 1955 he came back, installing to be king of Denkyira.
Ghana drew up its constitution right from our ancestors' type of administration. Our kingdom was made up of different, what do you call it? Our structure, that time of our ancestors' structure of administration, like a king with his subjects, with his elders. Elders also have another sub-elders. That is, in olden days, this is the setup of our chieftaincy administration.
So, when did he know that he will be the king? Before he studied in America, or after he finished his studies and come back to Ghana, then he know that he will be the king?
He was king before he was sent to America to study public administration, so as to help him to administer the affairs of the kingdom, to administer the affairs of the kingdom,
so,
in line with the constitution of Ghana.
So did you hear that? Did you hear from him that he has experienced some cultural shock, or?
He had a lot of experiences after his study. He came with new ideas altogether.
What kind of new ideas?
That's no, olden days, the king administration was quite peculiar. It was quite peculiar. That is, some customs did not see light. Some of our customs did not see light. We did things secretly. And that time, our ancestors were having the power before the independence. They were, in fact, the kings of Ghana or Gogos were powerful. Each kingdom can did whatever he liked. The king. He can imprison some of his subjects. He can chain some of. He could chain some of our. When in fact you commit a crime. That is before independence, you see. But after independence, the constitution changed, took over the administration of the kings, and we drew up a very comprehensive constitution, giving, some of the how do you call the functions of the kings. Some part of the constitution empowered king to continue with the administration. Some abolished some of the customs entirely, because when the king dies in some other states, they had servants who were serving under the king. Times most of the subjects will be killed during the death of the king, and this type of custom was obsolete. So the constitution had to abolish all these things. And with its public administration from America, when they came, we were able to polish all these things. We were able to draw up a new code of etiquette within the chieftaincy framework.
So we changed some system.
So there was a lot of changes. There were a lot of changes in the system.
So like we discussed in the morning, he was able to modernize the
teacher institution in the Gold Coast, in the Gold Coast.
Yeah, he had all these experiences helped him in bringing the chieftaincy institution in line with modern, system of government.
And that's, I guess that's the reason why he would like to close to his people. I've heard that in the old time, that if you want to see the king, you have to inform the linguistic first, and then you can see the king, or you just pass your message to the linguistic. But this king would like to meet every people directly.
That was the olden practice. That was the olden practice. And before you see a king, you have to pass through about 3 or 2 people before you see a king. But after his public administration, all these things were changed. If you wanted to see a king, you ask for only one person, his postman, his linguist.
So in effect, he became more
accessible to the people, to his people.
And that also emanated from his humility, as we said earlier. His humility and the experiences in America, things became much more
easier for them.
So he became more accessible.